The lights go out and need resetting. The understairs cupboard is dark. You make your way inside to reset the RCBO.
Electricians, when you're rewiring a property or swapping out a board, do you ever suggest fitting an emergency light? We're talking about those understairs cupboards where the consumer unit lives, usually full of shoes, old coats, and whatever didn't make it to the loft. If the power goes, is it a sensible safety upgrade to light that space? Or does it just sound like an upsell no one asked for? Drop your thoughts in the comments and make sure you hang on to find out if fitting emergency lighting in a domestic cupboard is a legal requirement. In commercial and industrial settings, there is a requirement to install emergency lighting in the UK. That includes communal stairwells and corridors in apartment blocks, shops, offices, schools, hospitals and other workplaces, escape routes in multi-storey buildings, and any area where people might need to safely exit in the dark. All this guidance can be found in BS 5266, which lays out best practices for the design and installation of emergency lighting systems. In short, if the public use the space or if people work there, you'll likely need emergency lighting by law. Now, what about private homes? In most cases, no, there's no legal requirement to fit emergency lighting in individual houses, not even under the stairs where you might find your consumer unit, gas meter or water shutoff. But should you still consider it? We'd say absolutely. Here's why. No natural light. Understairs cupboards, internal corridors and basements often have no windows, so when the lights go, it's pitch black. If your consumer unit is under the stairs, you'll want to see what you're doing without juggling a phone torch or headlamp in a tight space. Having light could make all the difference, and if you are going to fit emergency lighting at home, you want it to be simple, reliable and not look like you stole it from a warehouse corridor. That's where this comes in, the Ledvance Combo Bulkhead fitting. We've installed the Ledvance Bulkhead under the stairs in a typical domestic setup, and it's easy to see why it's such a solid fit. It puts out up to 1920 lumens, giving you plenty of light exactly where you need it, and it does so efficiently with a luminous efficacy of 125 lumens per watt. The fitting is IP65 rated, which means it's sealed against dust and moisture, perfect for those understairs spaces that tend to collect cobwebs. It's also rated IK10 for impact resistance, so it can take the odd knock or accidental bash when putting away the U-bank. Installation is straightforward too. The push wire terminals mean you don't need tools to connect your conductors, and it supports through wiring if you're linking multiple fittings together. And in terms of longevity, it's built to last, with a life expectancy of up to 50,000 hours. That's the kind of durability you can fit and forget, knowing it'll still be doing its job years down the line. So what actually happens when the power goes out? In our setup, once the main supply was interrupted, the Ledvance Bulkhead switched straight over to emergency mode. No flickering, no messing about, just a clean handover to battery power. The light output drops to a lower level, but it's still enough to safely find your footing, see the consumer unit, and do what you need to do. We'd already fitted the emergency module beforehand, and that really was as simple as it gets. It just clicks into the body of the fitting, no tools needed. Same with the motion sensor. It slots in neatly, and the connectors are designed so you can't really get it wrong. The microwave sensor's a handy add-on too. It's easy to forget the light once you're done under the stairs, or for the kids to leave it glowing all night after grabbing the Wi-Fi password. But with the sensor fitted, the light only comes on when it's needed and switches off when it's not. No wasted energy, no mystery glow from behind the cupboard door. Once the modules are in, you just wire in your permanent line, and the fitting knows what to do. If your electrical services are tucked under the stairs, especially in a cupboard with no natural light, adding emergency lighting isn't overkill. It's just good sense. And thanks to modular, installer-friendly fittings like this one from Ledvance, it doesn't have to be a big job either. Thanks to Mel from Durham for that question. £20 Amazon voucher is on its way. And if you have a question, then send it to willittrip@efix.co.uk.